Welcome.
Welcome to the Deadcast podcast. We're back here in the forest with Manuel.
What's up? What's up? Your boy Tabuu in the building.
Fuck on your vanity, shame on your family, dead to your friends and the ones that you love. No one can time me out of calamity. See what you made me do, look what you done. Say, Sesh, yeah, boy, drop it on your head, boy. Never not catch me, I'm out in the past every day of the past. I dread, boy. Over love.
As you can see, we're in the woods.
Yes.
The Seshwoods, which doing a thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let's go.
We're gonna discuss some underground artists. This was asked in a Instagram poll. We'll first ask you. So, what are some underground artists you know of?
Little darky.
Which one introduce to the viewers, Sesh viewers?
I'd say Little Darky. Off the top of my head,
Yes.
I gotta check that out. I really don't know, like out of my head right now.
Yeah. I enjoy Reptilian Godmana a lot lately. He's pretty on the ground, I guess. Slightly. Yeah, he's a very interesting artist. He has a future with Bones, so I think you should definitely check him out once. Also, On Average Gang.
What is that?
On Average Gang is also an artist.
Never heard of that one.
Pretty underground also.
Isn't JPEGMAFIA also underground?
Yeah, it blew up a bit, but
Yeah.
yeah. Actually is, kinda.
That's like the ideal spot when you're like underground, but like you're kind of popping.
Yeah,
best.
yeah, true.
In my opinion.
Yeah, very true.
Oh yeah. He's not really underground, but Thousand Banfauni. I fuck with him a lot. And Uno the Activist. Even though they're not really underground anymore, I'd say. They're still not mainstream. So I don't know if that counts.
Yeah. I was just looking at the camera. I think that piece of wood is straight up in my face.
Oh.
I think it's like,
Should I move the cam?
yeah, a little bit. Yes.
Now it's not in your face anymore.
Yeah, great.
Any good?
Yeah.
I believe in supremacy. All hail Elmo.
Elmo, the god. The underground legend.
So, checking out other underground rappers. If I knew this was going to be a question, if I actually read it, it would have been better, but you know.
That's fine.
You know how it go. Moghart. This is not rap. This is just instrumental music. Moghart makes a lot of nice synth music on YouTube. Moghart. If you want to check out a song from him, Moghart Rainy Sunday. It's a very peaceful, relaxed, psychedelic type of song. It's just really nice instrumental, very like cloudy, wavy, and it's just real nice. Can we call Bones underground? Yeah, come on. He's underground.
Yeah, I guess he still is. He's not under a label, I guess, if that counts. But he has 60 million views on listens on HDMI on Spotify. So I mean, I don't know. It's a discussion if he's underground or not. I guess not, because he's not on a label. He's not like making music for the sole purpose of getting money, I guess. I don't know if that counts.
I don't know if that counts. I don't know if that does count. Yes, another artist that's kind of underground, Diego Money. He makes I think he actually does what Gunna does, but better, in my opinion. Diego Money. I find him to have that, real sweet, cool, like flowy, chill vibe that Gunna has, but Gunna is obviously a lot more mainstream and a lot more, kind of repetitive, I guess. Like the flow, it's always kind of the same. So Diego Money, you should check him out. He has banging beats, banging. Lil House Phone, I don't know, like he's the guy from No Jumper. He has like a really hard banger that's called Tokyo Goons. It goes fucking crazy. Like the 808s on that are like like it's crazy. We got Ghost. It's called Ghost, literally. So K-A-S. How do you call like this thing? Double K-A-S.
K-A-S.
Double point, like you
Like-
know, double point, like
Yeah.
two dots.
Like that.
S-T.
ST.
They make like house, but very it's like psytrance but darker, and a bit slower. It's real nice. I fuck with it a lot. Another artist, Valet. It's either a style that you completely hate or you like. You know, it's really one of the two. He comes over with this very schlumped energy, like that he's dead inside type of energy. It's nice though. I like it. He has very intimidating beats. MDMA is also an upcoming artist. He also works a lot with Uno. He recently dropped a project. There are some bikers right there. Peace. Yes, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, MDMA. Should check him out. He recently dropped a project. Shameless Boy is my favorite of the project for sure. There was one more guy, but I think I forgot. So I think that's it, man.
Yeah.
That was enough.
That was a whole list. It's
So
decent.
it's what I know right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I also mentioned JPEGMAFIA, but he's really hard to get into, I guess. A bit hard.
Yeah, you know,
It's,
I only like know one of his songs well, and I really like only one of his songs well. So I mean, I can't really say I'm like the biggest JPEGMAFIA fan. I definitely really like the guy. He's a cool guy. Like out of any artist, I think JPEGMAFIA would be like one of the coolest people to actually talk with, because he just seems real nice and down to earth.
Did you know he was in the military?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I kind of looked up on that, and it's crazy. Like he was wasn't he in Afghanistan?
Yeah, I think so.
Like he was seriously in the
He was,
military.
like-
He's also older, right?
Yeah, it's like in his 30s, I think.
36
I'm
something,
right.
I think, man.
Yeah.
You don't see that a lot, you know. You really don't see that a lot.
No,
Like rappers blowing up at that age. You
not
know?
at all. He was like in the military. He was on how do you say it? On a mission, and he was like he had his laptop with him. I heard, and he produced beats while he was, like when he had time. He used to make beats and his own music. So I think that's definitely rare, like you say.
That is rare.
That is. I've never heard that before.
No.
I think.
I'm going to the
Yeah.
military, but meanwhile I'm producing beats. Like what? It's crazy.
It's great. Yeah, it's definitely crazy.
But that actually like shows that you don't have to be like 20 or 19 to blow up. Like at the end of the day, it's the music that counts.
Mhm.
And you know, from the music itself, I don't know your age. You can be 15, 26, 35, 55. Like I don't care. I'm just listening to the music, and if that's good, then that's all that matters. So if you blow up, let's just say like you're grinding as a guy, as like you want to become a musical artist.
Mhm.
I mean, it sounds very cliche and cringy, but don't give up, you know? Just don't give up, because even if you're like 55 and the music stuff hasn't worked for you, you might blow up at 56. You don't know. Like there's these two guys, Pete and Boss. They're yeah, it's a very funny name.
Pete and Boss.
Pete and Boss, yeah, and they're like two old guys, like really old guys, like they're like grandpas, like, and they rap on drill beats, and they actually go hard, like they literally go hard, and it's debated whether their lyrics and like what they say is actually written by them. They think they like
For
they
real?
have ghostwriters. People are suspecting.
Damn.
And yeah, you should check them out, Pete and Boss, on the drill scene, the UK drill scene. I mean, they go hard.
That's very
They go hard.
interesting.
So
I definitely am interested. I wanna hear it, honestly.
yeah,
Yeah, that's very interesting. I guess Sewers SLVT is also electronic, like glitch electronic, pretty underground. Definitely would check them out too. More rap. I think Iceberg Black, but I've only heard one song with Bones. It's called SMSN, featuring Bones, which is actually a pretty interesting song.
6ix9ine.
Yeah, so Reptilian Godman, I've talked about him I think once. He has like a really good album, his latest one. It doesn't really get old. I think it's one of the best releases of the year for me personally.
Really check him out then,
So
because you're hyping up this Reptilian Godman.
yeah, he's definitely worth checking out. Like he's
I don't know if this is gonna break, but let's hope it doesn't. That'd be funny.
should be fine. The birds will be
The bird is my protector. Is the bird on camera?
I actually think not. I can see it from here, but I hope he is. I want to have him in the podcast.
Yeah. I think his name is Bruce, not Terrence. Bruce the bird.
Yeah, so we're here in the woods. I don't know if this is gonna be a reoccurring thing. It might be though. It's very seshy for sure.
Yeah, it fits.
Yeah.
Cool.
So honestly wondering what you guys' feedback is gonna be, and we'll go off that, I guess. Oh, my ass hurts.
It might not be the longest episode
We'll
for comfort reasons.
So another thing we're gonna talk about is how VHS, the style, like Bones is doing, how that's really being used like in a lot of mainstream artist videos, and also underground, just like the whole music industry is like picking up on VHS. Like, like what do you think about it, man?
Man, I think it's real, man. It's real. Wait, just grab that. I think it's real. That's a real thing that like these artists they picked up on a style that is that doesn't require you to have a big budget. You can actually just be a relatively unknown artist that doesn't have a lot of money to spend on a video clip, and you can make that shit look very good with a VHS effect. And I think that's one of the main reasons that it's popped off as much as it has, because it just adds something, you know, of character to the video clip, and it's just nice. It's just wholesome. It's nice. Because not everyone has the money to spend on that, you know, high quality, good camera video clip. So it was like, we got to be inventive. And what do? Well, we take an older camera, or we just film it with our camera, and then we add VHS effects to it to kind of hide the imperfections and the lower quality of the actual footage.
True.
So with that said, it's very cool, but it has become very obvious that this is a common thing now. You know, it is a common thing. Sure. And I'm very interested in how the video clips of rap will evolve with time. And I'm very interested to, because like I know A$AP Rock. I don't know, you know A$AP Rock? No, not A$AP Rock, yeah.
A$AP Rock.
A$AP Rock. He has like pretty much he had like a drawn video clip where he was just animated pretty much, which is actually even more expensive. So yeah, that's tough. So man, if you're an upcoming artist and you want to make a video clip, VHS is definitely a good way to go, because it's gonna hide a lot of imperfections, and
it's like easy to apply, I think.
It is,
like,
but it's not going to be the same as if you were to actually use a real old camera. Like, it just has a different feel to it, you know. Yeah. But man, even like mainstream guys, like Migos, for example, they had this video clip, Why Not? and you can just see like it's the VHS style. Like the VHS style has gone so far that it even reached something like as mainstream as Migos, but it's obviously like not a real effect. It's just a filter, obviously. Just pretty soulless, but you know.
Also, Billie Eilish used it too. Like,
Yeah.
She published like this promotional video, and it looked exactly. I don't know. It looked like Bones. It looked like a Bones type of video with the rewinding and stuff. She did, or I don't know, editors did. So yeah, that was kind of odd to see, I guess. I always thought it was like this Bones thing, like he was the only one doing it. Apparently it's not nowadays, which actually I don't know. Yeah, it's just easy to use. You just or buy a camera, or you just apply effect, and it just gives something extra to most of your videos that it normally wouldn't have. If it might look amateuristic, you would just put on a VHS, it looks a lot different, you know. And that's, I guess, a cool thing about it, honestly. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But I think Bones, he started to use it because he didn't have money for an actual good camera. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna use VHS because it's cool or something. No, he just bought a random camera because it was cheap. It was like, I don't know, 30 bucks or 40 bucks like they usually are. And he started using that, which I've heard that. And yeah, that's how we started doing it. So it wasn't like it's cool or everybody does it, so I'm gonna do it, which is kind of respectable, I guess. Very respectable. Yeah, but if I think about Bones, I honestly, the first thing I think of, like style-wise, is just the VHS thing. It's just a part of him. It's a part of his videos. If you see a video without VHS, you're gonna think like, this is kind of odd. Just because it's part of his style mainly, which is pretty amazing, I guess. Pretty amazing, yes. Yeah.
Well, Bones has done video clips where he didn't use the VHS effect as well. True. It's actually refreshing, you know, when he does it, in my opinion, because it's like, oh, we got something different, you know. Yeah. But man, there's so many effects to add. I think it's going to be interesting to see where hip hop goes with pretty much shit like that.
Sure.
So, you know, I'm just curious for the next wave, like what is going to become poppin' next, because right now it's obviously VHS, like that, and it's going to come to a point where it's like done to death. You know, it's like it's going to get old eventually. Now, for who has invented that style. People say it's Bones, but I gotta be honest, maybe in rap it was Bones, but there's gotta be another artist that has done a video clip like that.
Yeah.
If not, then respects. That's impressive. But yeah, for sure, that's really all I gotta say about that.
Yeah.
We got the mic like this, so
yeah, it's experimental.
Pretty funny.
But it works. I guess could have put it on some tree or something, or somewhere here, but I don't know.
Be a local park ranger. I believe in supremacy. All hail Elliot.
LNL. Elmo and Elliot. So
what is the next question?
Yesterday my man Bones put a very interesting story on his Instagram, which was a nice pair of glasses. Very interesting. Something Elliot would wear, maybe, I don't know. From just kind of random, but I thought it was pretty looked decent.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about it?
It looked nice, very nice. Except the Sesh skull. You made a little meme about it. That was hilarious. That's like true. The skull, I think, should use a little bit more refining. Yeah. That needs a little bit more like detail to it. The Sesh skull.
Looks like a troll meme or something. I just had the idea. I thought I had to have
Yeah. I mean, he's a meme page.
Yeah.
That's just what you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, you gotta take the smallest things and make it absolutely ridiculous, you know?
I guess so. Yeah,
But-
that's the point.
Yeah. I mean, when I saw those glasses, man, I mean, yeah, I want those, you know? I want those. But please, if you're watching, please perfect the skull. Like, just make it like crisper,
Yeah,
you know? Please, just a little bit. Like, whenever I see those glasses, man, I just think of Dressed Up to Go Dreaming. Like, you just put on the glasses and the song just starts like, bad motherfucker with the bad attitude. Like, I don't know, man.
yeah,
I fuck with the glasses. They're dope. They're really cool. They're
yeah, very seshy.
yeah. But they also like they like Tyler is wearing glasses like that as well.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit of a style thing.
Like square. that's
Yeah,
really-
very square.
Yeah.
Very square. But it's nice, man.
Yes.
I like him.
Definitely.
I like him. I don't know if there's gonna be sizes in it, but
I heard it was gonna drop next week, so I'm not
Oh,
sure
shit.
the glasses are gonna drop next week, but definitely a drop is coming next week, so I hope it's included.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Well, if it's gonna be next week, the skull's gonna remain the same.
Yeah, very very true, because it would be hard to adjust it so late. If you're gonna drop the product, you can't like adjust it in a week. It's for obvious reasons. There was other new merch too. Let me think. The shoes is the shoe with the like all Sesh, look like Vans, I think. Vans with the Sesh crown,
Yeah.
the Sesh skull on it, like pattern. Yeah.
It's okay, man. It's okay. Relax.
Recollect the words. Yeah. So, what do you think about them? Those Vans?
I mean,
Are they
to be
valid?
honest, excuse me for mansplaining. The Vans, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't rock them. It's too much. Like it looks too much like a checkered pattern, like a checkers board pattern to me. Like, I would appreciate the Vans way more if it was just like Vans, but with like just a small little Sesh logo in the back, or like a small little skull in the back, and just make this Vans shoe just have a really unique color pattern where it's black, but it has like a certain amount of dark gray that you can't really find in any other Vans shoe. Just make something very unique and subtle, you know? I'm not really a fan of like the pattern and the logos being like all over the place. That's just me. I like to be minimalistic with my stuff, so that's why I like the glasses. Because there's just that little logo in the back, and then in the inside it says "Made in the Graveyard." That's
so cool.
That's spicy.
Yes. There was also some other items. I think Bape, like a Bape pattern, but with Sesh skulls.
Okay, yeah.
You've seen it?
That I want.
Okay, that's straightforward. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Same though. Same. I don't know if it's a concept or.
I think it's a concept, man.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a concept. I don't know actually. That would be cooler. Like, I think Bape in general is kind of not as hype anymore as it used to be.
No.
Because I remember like when Bape was really popping. Also, largely thanks to Keith Ape and Ski Mask, I think.
Yeah,
Bape was kind of like popping because they were rocking it, and after that, in my opinion, Bape kind of died. Not died, but like just wasn't as popular anymore.
Fell off.
Pretty much. So I mean, if I think it would work because it's the Sesh logo instead of the Ape logo, so I think it should work.
Sure.
Without any, rights problems and like legal stuff. I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
What the fuck is what's happening here?
Really, like, I don't know, echoes from in the forest. There it is again.
No, we're not on drugs.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just.
Okay. So, Loving Memory video dropped. I actually thought it was not going to drop because Bone said 1 hour. Was waiting there for like 2 hours almost, and then he deleted deleted the tweet, and I was like, what the fuck? Did he just pull the Kanye on us or some shit? And yeah, we'll talk about that later. But eventually the video dropped and was actually pretty interesting.
Bro, this is
Very
the first
pop
video with
rocks.
his kid.
Yeah, first video with his kid too.
That's cool, man. That's
The style was like pop rocks type style, with the flashes, the dark, where you only see like a part of his face. You can't even make out his face almost.
I really like it.
And then the shots with his kid was pretty interesting, very wholesome to see. Yeah. What do you think about it, man?
Nah, I really fuck with the video clip. It was like, again, it was like pop rocks, but it kind of had like, it was a mix of pop rocks and like traditional sesh video.
Yeah.
Like VHS, but pop rocks, and you know, Bones with the silver grill in there, with his kid. It's just a wholesome picture. So
Definitely.
it's nice.
Definitely. So yeah. Also, might be another topic, but we talked about it 5 seconds ago. Kanye West didn't drop. It's Friday. He should have dropped normally by this time. He did all this stuff. He did like a listening party. He announced it on his Instagram, like a photo. He said Dana on it. So we just all wondering now, where the fuck is the album? Yeah. He pulled one on us again, and I'm sorry for the people that believed he was actually going to drop. I didn't buy it, honestly, because like his last 3 albums, he didn't even drop on time. So why is he gonna do that now all of a sudden? You know? So yeah, that's kind of odd. I think definitely when you go to a fucking your own listening party to drop the album and then don't drop it. How many people were there? If you see the videos, it's like a shit ton of people went waiting for the album, and then they heard it, but it was bad mixing and all these issues. So I honestly have one question: is Kanye West falling off?
Yes.
That's very simple. Yes, that I think we can all conclude on that. If you can't even drop your album on time, I don't know. That's very very lame of you to do.
Listen, like, I don't give a fuck about Kanye. You know what I mean? I just don't care about the guy. I mean, I'm just not into his music,
Yes.
so I don't care about it. You know. Wish him the best. I don't care about it, you know. So that's why I'm completely unaffected by it not releasing, I guess. It's the same thing with Cardi. He was gonna drop a deluxe album. Like what? 3 months? Like, dude, no one. Like, eventually, you're just. That is kind of like career sabotage, man. Like, I just don't understand the thing. I just don't get it. Like, when you say you're gonna drop something and you don't drop it multiple times over and over again, it just feels like you're kind of playing with your fans in a malicious way.
Respect.
Yeah, it's disrespectful to your fans if you're gonna say, yo, I'm gonna drop this album this day, blah blah blah, and you don't do it. Yo, I'm gonna drop this album this day, blah blah blah, and you don't do it. Like, stop, man. It's not funny. It's not cool. It's just lame. It's like, bro, eventually no one's gonna care anymore. But it's Kanye, so everyone's always gonna care, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
So
I don't understand why he hasn't like lost half of his fan base by now, because people are so I don't know, so hyped still when he announces an album, and they still believe it. Like, that's the odd thing to me. They still buy it, you know. Also with Cardi and the deluxe stuff, that's the same thing too. They think he's actually going to drop it, and I'm like, no, don't put in that energy to think he's gonna drop it. Yeah. Oh, I'll check Spotify, I'll check everything. Well, where is it gonna be? But you just know he's not doing it. And if I look on Twitter, then I see lots of people say, yeah, I keep refreshing Spotify, and they're still like hoping.
that's pathetic, man. Come on.
Yeah, they're still waiting for some kind of magical album to drop when the man hasn't even mixed this shit yet, you know. It's kind of the deal here, I think. Yeah, it's basically it, I guess. I have to say about that. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's just a shame, honestly.
I think with like the amount of like the frequency in which it has been happening, that's the most insulting part. Like if it happens just once, you announce an album, okay, you don't drop it because I don't know, you changed your mind or whatever, yeah, yada, okay, cool, yeah, sure, understandable. But like for artists to constantly keep doing it like Cardi did, like Kanye did, it's just kind of disrespectful to the fans. And you know, at this point, like I think if Cardi was actually like this dude who really, you know, was of his word and like he said like, okay, I'm gonna drop this, and he dropped it, I think I would actually now be a bigger fan of him. But because of the entire Whole Lotta Red thing being hyped up and built up for so long and him not doing anything for it, I just lost interest in the guy. And that's just kind of what happens. You know, as far as, you know, I think Kanye already lost a lot of fans when he made that, you know, slavery comment. You know,
Sure.
like most definitely I think he lost a shitload of fans because of that. So he's not been well received in the public eye for a while now. You know, sometimes he says things that are true, and sometimes there are things that, you know, are just not really the vibe. I guess. But I mean, I'm not here to slander the guy, but it's like when you say you're gonna, like, this is like the fucking third time I've heard something like this from Kanye. Like, what, it was the same thing with like Yandi. Like I don't know, like you know Kanye a lot more than me. I've never really been into his music, so I don't know. I just hear this from the outside.
I'll go over this full.
Okay.
So the last time it happened was he was dropping an album called Yandi. Very hyped album. Lots of people were really excited for that. So what he did was, yeah, you guys probably know this, but I'll just go over it one more time. So he didn't drop it. He was saying, I'm dropping the album on Twitter and stuff, and he didn't. He just didn't. And then what happened after was he leaked the album, or someone leaked the album. So everyone heard it, and it was really good. It was like a pretty good album. So everyone thought, why not drop it? Why be so doubting about it? Why doubt about it so much? And then he made another album. Instead, he just forgot about Yandi, I don't know what. And he started making Jesus King, his other album, which is a more religious project.
Oh yeah, the gospel thing.
Yeah, so he has like a gospel group, and he made an album with them. Because he had a realization or whatever. And then he made that, and people were obviously disappointed because the album had been leaked. They had heard it. They knew it was good, and still he dropped another album, which was totally another direction from him. Yeah. So that was kind of odd. And now again, Donda, I think, I don't know how many, 1 year that's been since he announced it, I think. And he was like, this is like the second time he hasn't dropped it, or the first, I'm not sure, but so many times he announces it and he doesn't, and he involves lots of people to like that say, okay, I'm in the studio now, he's gonna drop it, and then nothing happens. So that's why people always get like hyped up for it, and then it actually doesn't happen. And that happened in the future before, I don't know, I think 2 other albums too, that just he was gonna drop it, he dropped snippets, and then he just forgot about it. So yeah, that's basically very, very sad. I mean, Yandi was a really good album. I don't know if you've actually heard any leaks, but
I've heard some.
Hurricane, I think.
Is one of the songs falling in your secrets?
No, that was Yay.
Oh, that was bruh. I'm so boomer.
That's fine. Yeah, also I made a song with X on there.
Yeah,
Hurricane, I think.
He did do something with X.
Yeah, but that was scrapped or something. I'm not sure. So
Was it bad?
No. It was actually good, but it was scrapped for no reason.
What the hell?
But it was like a decent future. So yeah, that's that. I hope he drops it soon or something. I don't know. But honestly, after all the shit, I'm not such a. I also lost interest in his music. Like it just keeps on happening, and as a fan, you're not enjoying it as much. You know, it's not fun anymore. Like with Bones, it's an whole other story. It's like almost 2 months between every release, and every time he just drops it, and then it's on time always. Like
He actually drops it one day earlier a lot of the
yeah, he just sticks to his plan. It's crazy. Like that's an whole nother story. I think an whole nother mindset as an artist.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'm gonna go to my basement, make some music, and actually make something, and then make an album, and then drop it just like that.
Yeah, we like him for that.
Yeah,
We
for
do.
sure. It's very likable.
A lot
So-
of the time he announces an album and he says like, okay, 10 days until it drops.
Yeah.
And then often he does it like 3 days before, you know?
Yeah.
And he just drops it and boom. Like that is also, that's how you build a loyal fan base. That's why he has such a diehard fan base, because he probably finishes shit and then actually knows, okay, I can drop it. But a lot of other people might be, they're making something, they're hyped about it, they tease it, but then it's not finished, so they can't drop it on time.
Yes.
And eventually they just forget about it and move on to something else. Which, yeah, that's cool and all, but like the reason that, you know, Bones has such a good fan base is because he is so true to his word in terms of dropping stuff.
Yes.
You know, when he says this project is dropping, that project is dropping, you know? Like even if it's like Man in the Radiator, when was that announced? Like first announced. That album was in the making for so long.
2 years prior, I think, to its release. Definitely.
At least
At least
he drops it.
yeah.
You know, it's not just like I'm gonna say this and then never drop it. No,
Mhm.
it comes out. So
Yeah, and it works out well most of the time too. So that's pretty. Yeah, that's a mindset. That's the Sesh mindset, I guess.
Yeah.
Just such a great workflow of him. Such a die hard.
and you
Strategy.
can download it. He even like back in the day he put like little things in there where you can just download
Yeah,
the
just-
album like that.
Just a link in there, and you could just
And you have it.
yeah.
That's how you do it, man.
And then there's the upside of the spectrum. You have Jay-Z, who has his own streaming platform, his own shit.
Really?
He has like Tidal, and he used to only drop his albums on that streaming platform.
That's really dumb.
That's so.
I get it, you're
yeah.
Jay-Z, but that's stupid. I wouldn't do that. That's
Yeah,
just lame.
That's actually true. But now I don't know. He just he drops his album on Spotify, wherever, like whatever.
Did you know Jay-Z actually just freestyles all of his albums?
Does?
Yeah, and he freestyles factually.
Oh damn.
So
yeah,
that's pretty interesting.
that's amazing. It's pretty
You know.
amazing.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
So yeah. Yeah, apparently he just freestyles everything. Jay-Z.
Hier kunnen we eventjes niet op. Hè. Je
He
bent
does.
aan het voeten.
Hello.
Wat zijn we aan het doen?
Podcast.
Oh, hoor.
Might interview some kids. Who knows?
I'm doing
Anyway.
soon. Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much. When we realized that, when I realized that Jay-Z was just freestyling all of his albums, you really see the differences in skill in hip hop. Because like, for you to factually freestyle an entire album, I mean that's just scary. You know, that's just like I don't know what type of energy that you must possess for that. But you know, Travis Scott talked about it in an interview with like Ebro or something. I don't know. Ebro is often criticized for being like a boomer, like putting new age rappers on the spot. Like the entire Kodak thing he had, or Kodak Black walked out on him and stuff like. So it's an entire thing. It's pretty funny. But anyway, besides that, I mean, Travis Scott was talking about it and he was like impressed. And you know, I mean, obviously, how can you not be impressed when you make when you just freestyle your albums? Like the amount of like work you have to put into that is cut down by so much just because you can freestyle it. Like freestyling in and of itself is hard, but like factually freestyling with like all facts and all, yeah, that's unimaginable.
Yeah, another level, definitely.
So
yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, we're also gonna talk about something else since we're in the woods. Another merch thingy.
Support trees.
Support trees.
Support trees.
Yes.
I really like that that entire brand. The entire thing that Sesh has with nature.
Yes.
I actually think there should be a bigger emphasis on those topics in Bones' future projects, because I always really enjoy when he talks about, you know, vegan supplements,
Yes.
Juices, you know, berries,
Healthy food, yeah.
you know, those, and like
Yeah.
I wake up in the morning, birds wake me up to Sesh, like those type of, that entire vibe, like that's kind of where I think where I felt personally he hit his peak in 2017.
Mhm.
Not to say that he's not peaking now, but for me personally, that was just, and it was probably also because I was younger and I kind of have a nostalgia for that time. I just really enjoyed when those topics were there, you know, because now I do notice in his music there is a little bit more topics like, you know, the drip, the ice, the chains, you know, like
Yeah.
I get it because
Or
you've made
gangs.
it that far. You know, you have made it that far and you've earned all of those things, so it's okay to you know, to flex on it a little bit, you know.
Mhm.
But I will always just love the you know, the nature references in his music, you know.
Sure.
But then again, he might not be as much in nature as before, so who knows. But
I just think it's a very interesting project.
I can relate a
Um,
lot
Yeah.
to those things. So.
So support trees, basically, if you don't know what it is, basically if you buy their clothing, your money goes directly towards planting trees, saving trees, and building greenhouses for trees. Isn't that amazing?
That is very amazing.
So like their revenue goes to planting trees, nature.
Yeah.
So that's exactly the reason why Bones also supports it. It's very interesting. So they also have only biodegradable pots for trees.
Biodegradable.
So yeah,
That's dope.
it's pretty dope. I didn't actually buy anything, mainly because of shipping issues, you know. But I would definitely, if it was closer, if it was easier to access, I would definitely buy some of their shirts, man. Definitely. Yeah.
So yeah, check out Support Trees.
Yeah, it's not sponsored, but check them out. We're in the forest anyway, so yeah.
Yeah.
Sesh. Okay. There was also quite of a misunderstanding about a meme I made.
Really?
People thought Bones was a Family Guy, basically.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So I was just usually in the Discord, I was just reading people, just actively engaging, and then I read someone say, "Oh, I've heard Bones is a Family Guy."
Such bullshit.
There was one meme I made where I just pasted some text in there and it said, it was about starting a conversation like, do you know this artist Elmo Kennedy O'Connor? And then the other person says, who starts a conversation like that? And that was the meme.
Yeah.
But it wasn't actually like from a scene in the movie, you know. It was just a meme. So just to clear that out, I guess. Yeah. That you want to add something else?
No, I can't say on that.
If we're ending, it's time for SESHFACTS.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some Sesh facts. So the fact I have for you guys today is I found an old block of bones. I don't know if you wants to people to know, but I'm still gonna say it. It's called the calm, the cool .blogspot.com. So people found out about his old I don't know, Tumblr account. So it's pretty, he talks about movies a lot in there. Also some funny, just the usual teenager stuff in there. Also that Kid album he posted in there. So yeah, the kid. I'll just see if I can access it.
Also, Bones also used to be very much listening to Currency, the rapper. I heard that in his interview. Which I can understand it, since when he was the kid, he was a lot more on that West Coast vibe, but just chilling, smoking, fun stuff. And then I really liked his interview answer he gave to Nardwar, where he was just like, one day I woke up and I just did not feel like him anymore. And then he became Bones. So I just thought that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I know Bones, apparently his favorite movie was Tron Legacy. I read that somewhere. And it's very ironic because it actually used to be my favorite movie as well. It has since been surpassed by Interstellar. But you know how it go. You know how it go. Spirited Away, we can't forget that, which he also likes. So there's a lot of weird like common interests, I guess, like in things that have nothing to do with music. So that's also very interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. So I actually got the blog here. I have a funny post here. One reason to hate Kid Cudi. So it's literally his text. Well, he sucks. Someone takes the time to do. It's about an interview of Nardwar, actually. He's talking about it. Nardwar versus Kid Cudi. And then, well, he sucks. Someone takes the time to do extensive research and you shit on them like that. Fuck you, Kid Cudi. What a fucking unappreciative asshole. Here's similar rappers that seem to keep their cool and have fun with it. Lil B, Nardwar and Lil B. I'm amazed by Nardwar. This is my favorite though. Nardwar and Nirvana was his favorite. He posted this at 9 a.m. So yeah, it was a one post here.
But apparently then Kid Cudi was acting like a dick or whatever.
Yeah, apparently.
Kid Cudi is a pretty cool guy from what I have seen.
Yeah.
Seems like a very chill dude, but
honestly, I haven't seen the interview, so I can't really speak on it.
Yeah, me neither. I'll definitely watch it though. To see what's up. But
and then the first post is don't see this movie. Sympathy for Delicious. So no, don't watch this movie.
And also, guys, like a lot of the things that might be said on this post and blog might not even be his opinion anymore today. Because people change, and just because you wrote something on the internet when you were a teenager doesn't mean you stand by that for the rest of your days. So I've had that as well myself. So.
True.
You just change your mind. And
there's also some other stuff on there, but it's he maybe doesn't want it to be on the internet. He doesn't want anyone to know. So I guess those two posts were enough. I feel like if some random guy on YouTube would find out about an old blog when I'm an artist, he wouldn't also enjoy it, I think. So we're gonna just leave it at that with the blog stuff, Yeah. But if you want to check it out, I just said the name, so yeah, whatever. It was also posted on Reddit, so I'm not the first guy to come up with this.
No.
I have another thing. We haven't talked about the Ski Mask album. I think have you actually listened to it, or?
I listened to it quickly, so I can't say I have listened to it properly.
Yeah, because we talked about it. We have talked about it in some episodes, so now that it dropped, maybe could discuss it. But
one thing I gotta say is that Black E Speaks made a video about ski masks, his position and like where he is now in his career. And well, what I have to say about it is like, I feel like people are expecting something from Ski Mask, which is not really his thing, you know. I think Ski Mask is the best when he's just goofy, clever with the bars, and that's his lane. You know, the thing is with Ski Mask, I enjoy his music, but it's like I can't listen to it too much. Like I hear it like once a week and I'm good for a week.
Yeah.
You know, it's just very it's very overstimulating. I don't know how to really say that, but like some artists I can listen to the song, like it has good replay value, but with Ski Mask was never a guy for me that had like good replay value.
I understand.
So
Yes.
and I can't say he's an amazing rapper. He's fucking really talented, and he has one of the craziest abilities for wordplay that I know of in the industry today. But some artists I just can't keep listening to. That it's just like I listen to it and it's really hype, really good, but then I'm done with it for like a while. So
I understand that.
that's just something
I
I
understand.
have.
There was a certain time where I also was pretty hyped about him, but I don't know,
Same.
just kind of
I think
disappeared.
yeah, because he also didn't drop anything for
Yeah,
a while.
true.
Like when he was in that heat, like in that moment, like he was the momentum. Like that's something that all rappers have to take into account. You got like your momentum is so important. Like when you have your momentum, you got to use that momentum. Doesn't matter how famous you are or whatever. If you're popping and people are finding out about you, you have to use that momentum to then drop an album and drop another album and drop another album until the momentum eventually calms down itself. That's what you do when you want to be smart with your career.
Yeah, true.
But if you want to stay low key, then yeah, don't do the momentum thing. But it's very important that, you know, if you want to actually, you know, be set with money because of music, then, you know, yeah, momentum. So like when Ski was coming up with X, if Ski just kept making projects, like just kept making projects from that point on and just kept dropping them like every 6 months or whatever, he would be in an entirely different place now
Yeah.
in terms of popularity, I find. And he just didn't do that. He just kind of stopped for a while, and then he released Book of Eli, which was kind of not so good. I thought I didn't really like it. A lot of people apparently did. I didn't like it.
Me either.
I liked when Ski Mask just came on these really goofy, wacky cartoon type instrumentals. But then again, that might have legal issues attached to it. I don't know. It's one of those things. But like, is there anything you want to say about Ski Mask?
I think he definitely missed out on a point where X was really popping, and they were known to do like songs together, like futures.
Yeah, but they had beef, right?
Ah,
They
yes,
had, like, this little
I
beef in the
remember.
middle.
That was very unfortunate. I think if they would have made more songs together, because they made a few, I think it would, but the word was not much. I know, you know, like they definitely could have dropped an album together or something. The chemistry
I
was
think they dropped a mixtape together though.
for real.
Yeah, back in the day.
Ah, yeah, very old. Yes.
Like the entire Freddy thing. Like I watched him drown.
Yeah.
Like there was a phase where they were definitely like those two had insane chemistry for sure. And it's a shame that, you know, that's all we got. Because there's like a lot of rage songs that Ski Mask has since made, where I guess he tried to kind of embody the X vibe. And to be honest, no one could really scream like X could, you know? It just didn't have the same effect, in my opinion.
Yeah. True.
Cool.
Weird.
Yeah, fucking I think he did one with Juice WRLD, right? Ski Mask made like a really ragey song with Juice WRLD, where they were like screaming
I
and
don't
stuff.
remember that. Honestly.
Yeah, anyway, they made a song. Man, yeah. I just think if at that point he could have stayed tight with X, he could have made a lot more bangers and memorable classic songs, because You know, there's songs like Take a Step Back, H2O, Bowser. There's a lot of songs that they have that are just completely absurd,
Yes.
but cool. So
yeah, there was definitely more songs together than I thought. But
yeah, they have a lot.
they have a lot.
Together, man.
Yes. Yeah, man. It's just not the same, I guess. Now that X is not here anymore. I
No,
guess.
for sure. It's different. Definitely different. But I mean, yeah, you can't control that.
True. Also, I don't know if any X fans are watching, but some parts of the X fan base, man, honestly.
Oh, toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like.
Whatever.
Did we talk
Yeah.
about that?
Never.
We never talked about the toxic X fan base.
I don't think so. No.
I think in the first episode of second or some shit.
Can't remember. But yeah, whatever.
They're toxic, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
X fan base is very toxic, but yeah,
All right. Okay.
it's probably because he's dead and they want to like
Do you think it's odd that?
keep it like.
Do you think that odd are there still comments on the?
On his post.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I kind of understand where they were coming from because it's like they felt really connected to this guy and now he's just dead. And that's like their only way of like still showing support for him, I guess. Because I DM'd him a lot as well when he was still alive because I knew he was very interactive with his fans.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's actually kind of cool because like that's the Instagram post with like I think the most comments
Yeah.
on entire Instagram,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
cool. It's history right there.
Yeah.
So
There's something crazy I have to say about that. I also DM'd him, I think on Tumblr. I don't know why on Tumblr. I sent him a message like, you're a very inspiring artist and stuff, all that stuff. And then I think 1 week before he like got shot, he replied, and then I just didn't read it. And then after he was shot, I read it and was like, fuck.
what did he reply?
He said, love you, just that. Yeah, just small message, but
That's cool.
it was crazy, honestly, to actually have a response. And also, like, the fact he died, and I saw it after, it was pretty crazy, honestly. Yeah, it was,
Cool, I didn't even know that. Damn,
yeah,
amazing.
so,
That's really dope.
yeah.
That's really dope. No, I definitely
I didn't
knew,
expect
you had,
that.
Conversations with fans.
Mm,
We're just random people. We're just random ass fans. You just talk
Yeah.
with them.
that's crazy.
That's really cool. Very special individual, for sure.
All right. You want to...
Yeah, my ass and my back hurts, so that's why
Yeah,
I'm standing
same, though. But, yeah. Do you want to add something, or...
Park Ranger.
Fuck.
No, I think we good.
Yeah, we could discuss the...
Do a standing podcast.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Welcome to the Deadcast podcast.
Yeah,
We're in the woods, we're standing.
in the woods.
Very interesting. So,
There's a woodpecker.
alright.
Hi, man. That was it.
I want to hear some feedback from you guys if you like this type of setting for the podcast. And if you guys like it, we'll definitely do it some other time. But for now, thank you for tuning in into another episode of
The Deadcast.
I will see you next time.
Has to be a thumbnail.
Peace out. Yes. Sesh.